welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Show. Welcome to the live NFL watch along for your Detroit Lions against your Baltimore Ravens. Guys, I hope you're all doing well. Hey, that's the NFL. Yep. We had Monday night. That was the Dolphins losing again, and that's that was Thursday night. Now we have Monday night football. This week we'll have a little bit more than last weekend. We had a few issues. We had things that we had to do, so we couldn't do all the games we would have liked to do. But this is going to be a great one because look, we got the Lions and the Ravens both at 1-1 at the moment. We are in week 3. I'm going to put out the tables there quickly. Just listening to Troy Aikman there. So let's have a quick look at the fixtures. There we go. So those are all the results. Like I mentioned, the Dolphins lost the Bills on Thursday night, and then all the results here. Let's see, which results do we think are the ones that are a little bit concerning? I mean, look, I didn't see the Browns beating the Packers. Bengals, obviously, without Burrows in trouble. My Patriots couldn't do it. Nice win for the Eagles against the Rams. I think 2 big playoff teams. Buccaneers going strong there with Baker Mayfield. Commanders, good win against the Raiders. What happened to the Falcons? What happened to the Falcons? Let's be honest. I mean, come on. The Falcons to lose 0-30 against the Panthers. Now, you got the Texans. Also, not a good result there. But what else? Chargers keep on winning well. Seahawks, impressive win against the Saints. Cowboys. Oh, the Dallas Cowboys, the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, I listened to an interview today. Jerry Jones thinks they were a solid playoff team. You're not making the playoffs. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to Paddy O'Brien. The Cowboys are not making the playoffs. They got a horrendously shit defense. Cardinals, 49ers. 49ers surprisingly still nipping that win there. The Chiefs are, I think the Chiefs are a little bit in trouble. Not very good this season so far. Only 22-19 against the hapless Giants. So, yeah. But it's going to be interesting. Let's take that away. Let's just show you the standings quickly. I know it's only in week 3, but we got the Bills still unbeaten. You got the Chargers unbeaten. You got the Colts unbeaten. So those are the 3 unbeaten teams in the AFC East. Ravens need this win, but I think Cincinnati will drop. They will not stay in number 1 spot. I don't think Pittsburgh's a good football team. So I do see the Ravens winning this. The AFC North, I'm impressed by the Colts. We all knew the Chargers were going to be strong. And then in the NFC, let's have a look. I mean, the Eagles still unbeaten, and the Buccaneers unbeaten in the San Francisco. So we've got a few unbeaten teams. Let's see how long that lasts. I always like to watch that every year, see who's the longest team unbeaten. Respect to you, Paddy. Respect to you. So, Then don't forget, later this morning at 7 o'clock Central European time, join me for the Daily Sports Update Show. If you've never been on the show, check it out. We update you on the last 24 hours of world sports. You got, of course, NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, WNBA. You got the ice hockey, you got European football, sumo, cricket, rugby. It's all in there. So, looking nice, the stadium there, I got to admit. So, let me just get everything up and running. But, look, this is a good matchup. Jared Goff, I think he gets treated quite harshly by the media in the US. I think he's a good quarterback. Look, they live off their defense in Detroit with Hutchinson. That's the main part of their franchise. Aiden Hutchinson. Oh, look at the fireworks going off there and everything. Looking nice there in Baltimore. Look, the Ravens. Look, with Lamar Jackson, you got a high-powered offense. You got Derrick Henry. They always have a good defense. The Ravens just have to win it again. Lamar Jackson's been in the league now for a few years, and you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of James Harden. Sensational regular season player, and then when it comes to the playoffs, not always look, you can't always blame everything on the quarterback, but he's got to get over the hump. He's got to get over the hump. I mean, it's just the bottom line. You're not going to be regarded as elite. I mean, what is he? Won 2 playoff games, I think, in his career. That's just not enough. I mean, Dak Prescott has won more playoff games, and I mean, Lamar Jackson is in a totally different league. But yeah, just the last advertisements going in there before we get into kickoff. Let's have a look at the chat. Hi guys, hope the Lions win tonight. Daffy Duck, our man there from the military. Another one from the military, Tyrone. Ravens by 7. I'll give you my tip in a second. Hope the Ravens get the win by Danny, another military man. Jack, Jesus, the whole military base is here, man. Love the channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you a lot, Jack. And Paddy, respect to you lads. South Africa, Ireland, Man United, Liverpool, as well as Munster, Kerry. I am good. I'm in good form today. You're always in good form there, Paddy. You're always in good form. Hope you are doing well, my friend. So, yeah. And next week is a lot of interesting games coming up as well. We will have Thursday night football on the channel. We got there, the Cardinals against the... good question. Let me have a look quickly. It's the Vikings now. I'll check it out 1 second. I'll let you know. But we do have Thursday night football. Will be here. It'll be the Seahawks against the Cardinals. Yeah, and our family was good. That's why we couldn't do all the NFL on the weekend. We had visitors from abroad. We try to do as much as we can, but it is still a channel of non-professionals here. We don't do this for a living. We do it pure enjoyment. So sometimes you've got to prioritize, and sometimes the family does come first. But how are you doing, Kitty Roll? I hope you're doing well. But I can't tell you what's coming up on the NFL this week. On Friday morning, that's Thursday night football, we'll have Seahawks Cardinals. Then on Sunday afternoon, we will have the Vikings against the Steelers, because that is a game in Europe, so it's nice timing for us. Then we'll have the Red Zone at 7 o'clock on Sunday evening, and on Monday night football, that'll be Tuesday morning here, we will have the Jets against the Dolphins. Interesting game there as well. That's good to hear that you're good, man. There's a lot of rugby coming up on the channel this week. There's a lot of this football, so European football. So please stay tuned. Stay tuned. Let me I gotta plug this stuff here, otherwise I'm gonna be into trouble. Don't forget. I don't even have it here. Here you go. But do support the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you like, become a member. Do subscribe. It's very much appreciated. So let's get this one on the road. The military are bringing out the flags. All URC games. No, we're not doing all URC games. We're doing all URC games with the South African team in it. So the Bulls, the Sharks, the Lions. Yeah, look, is that how much you have to pay for a pass? Wow, that's a lot, man. Now we'll be doing. I can tell you now what's coming up this weekend. I mean, big games, the big ones. We'll be doing the Stormers against Leinster. We're doing the Warriors against the Sharks, the Bulls against the Ospreys, and Cardiff against the Lions. So 8 of the 16 teams will be on the channel. Of course, we're doing the Springboks, Argentina, New Zealand, Australia as well, and the Women's Rugby World Cup final. Yes, from you. Wow, that's a lot. Just listening to the national anthem here. So a lot of rugby this weekend. So we've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 rugby games this weekend to look forward to. Let's listen to her sing. The Americans know how to celebrate their flag, don't they? Huh? But like I said, I was gonna give you guys my tip. I'm going with the Lions in this one. Well, that's Kiwi dollars. Yes, what is the New Zealand dollar to the US dollar? Help me out there, approximately. Might even be stronger at the moment. US dollar is sinking fast. Just a beautiful presentation of our national. Yeah, it is a beautiful period. Look, I like the coach of the Lions. I like the Lions, and it's a franchise that needs to win the Super Bowl, man. Come on, let's be honest. One United States dollar equals. Okay, all right. So it's a okay. Yeah, that's a lot of money, man. Listen here, that's what. Look, we run this channel at the moment just about on even because of all the subscriptions. Because you know that is when you're an all sports channel. I mean, we gotta make the subscriptions for the NFL, for all the rugby, for basketball, for all the football. So our subscriptions, we're around about if I put it into Kiwi dollars, we're around about a thousand Kiwi dollars, maybe a little bit less, about 800 New Zealand dollars a month is what all our subscriptions cost us. So that is a hell of a lot. So we're always happy with if we can get in a few futures. Now this guy always comes in and he thinks he's bloody clever with all his. There we go. What? €1 equals two. Oh, okay, €1 equals. All right. So in Swiss francs, a Swiss franc would be around about 210 New Zealand dollars. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're paying around about 300 Swiss francs at the moment, 300 to 400. Yeah, 300 a month. Yeah, and then of course you have all your other outlays and stuff like that. But hey, oh, I did forget the Ryder Cup is starting this week. I'm looking forward to that. I quite like watching the Ryder Cup. But let's get into this football game. It should have started. Let's see. We'll see. We'll see what happens today. I think we'll do well today. I think we'll do well. I think the Lions should do well today. But I think we're going to get a high-scoring game. So because I said that, it's going to be like 7-3 at the end or something like that. Because every time I think we're going to get a high-scoring game, we get a low-scoring game. One Swiss franc equal 215. There you go. And we are paying around about, let me figure it out. Yeah, about 340 Swiss francs a month just on subscriptions at the moment. And we approximately break even with the channel now, which is fine because we just do it for fun. And it's nice that it doesn't, your hobby's allowed to cost you something, but our hobby is now, how do you say, financially neutral. Not just being in Switzerland as a neutral country, also financially neutral. Hope you guys got your drinks and your snacks. I got a massive glass of water here. So the Lions will get us underway. The Ravens won the toss. They deferred to the Lions, so the Ravens will kick off. I'm looking forward to seeing Armand Ross St. Brown. I think the guy's fantastic. Look, you've got Dan Campbell going up against John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is his 18th season as Baltimore head coach. Dan Campbell is his 5th season. I like Dan Campbell. He's got a lot of balls, this guy. I'm not, Lamar Jackson, let's see. So kickoff is underway. Let me hit the clock. Gets a few yards there. Well done. So there you go. So here we go. Jared Goff and the boys are on the field. I'll try to update you on starting lineups. But I like Jared Goff. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, well, the Chiefs are not the greatest team at the moment. They run the ball there, pick up about a yard. Yeah, let me just do that and get rid of this guy always spamming the channel. There you go. Possession. Here we go. So it is the Detroit Lions in possession. It's going to be about 2nd and 8 coming up. So let's have a look. Oh, what? Williams, what a good pass there from Jared Goff. So that's a nice first down. Good chunk yards there. That's about a 25-yard pass. But check, yeah, look, Goff's. No one's there. The secondary of the Ravens, no one's there. So Williams is totally all on his own. Good catch. Picks up another 1 or 2 yards. So the Lions already on in the half of the Ravens. Gives it back to his running back. His running back's going nowhere. They get him in the backfield, so that's going to be a loss of about 4 yards, 5 yards. So we're looking at 2nd and 15 coming up. I think tomorrow that it should be out. We will bring it out on Wednesday in the DEFCON Rugby Show. I think a lot of the teams will be Wednesday, Thursday. All the teams should be announced for the Rugby Championship. So it's 2nd and 13, actually. Here we go. Gives it back to his running back. He picks up about 6-7 yards. So they're going to have about 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 coming up. 3rd and 6. Yeah, look, that's a big game. You know, that is a big game. Yes, I think you're the favorites. I think the All Blacks still the favorites for that game, by far. But I wouldn't underestimate those Aussies, as I call them, the dingo mongrels. So 3rd and 6 coming up here. What is Goff going to do? I think it's going to be a passing play. Yeah, you go. Surveys the field. Williams with another catch, another first down. Jared Goff doing well here, looking solid. I would like to see Kiwi Rob. If I had a wish, New Zealand, Australia, they draw. There we go. Another running play from the Lions. That picks up another 3-4 yards. There we go. That's right. No targeting of Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's all been Williams or the running back at the moment. Look, that's when you're number 1 receiver. You're going to get doubled, and you got to make sure you stay doubled so the rest of your teammates are open. So it's 2nd and 8 here for the Ravens. They're already in the red zone on the 16-yard line. So here we go. Yeah, that is Dan Campbell. Look, it's 3rd and 3 now, so you know they're going to 99% he'll go with the 4th down. That's just who he is. So here we go, 3rd and 3, Goff. Do you go with your running back? No. Gibbs didn't even turn around. So do you take the 3 points? Do you go for it? Looks like he's staying on the field. You think so? I would look if South Africa gets a World Cup in 2035. I'd definitely go and have a watch. That would be a trip for me. I just had my cousin here for the weekend from South Africa, and we're planning a trip again down to South Africa. So they're going to go 4th and 3rd, or are they going to just try to take him offside? No, they are going for it. Oh, and they get Amon-Ra St. Brown and with a little bit of an ass shake there. So Dan Campbell's got the balls. He gets the first down. There you go. Jeez, the defense not looking so sharp for the Ravens at the moment. Nice first drive here from the Detroit Lions. You know why I like the Detroit Lions? If you guys ever watched that series, what is it called? Two-time. We called it two-time. I think it was Home Improvement with Tim Allen. He was a big Detroit Lions fan. Ooh, that's about short. That's a shorter yards. It's going to be 2nd and goal on the 1. Look, I just think, when you're that ballsy like Dan Campbell, you should always be rewarded for your, how do you say? Gibbs just runs in. That's a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Touchdown. There we go. Jahmyr Gibbs with the touchdowns. Great stuff there. But that is something. Amon-Ra St. Brown, who was the lead block on this one. Check this out. And Gibbs just walks it in. 2035. So it'll be 40 years. Yeah, 40 years since the. Yeah, it's been a long time. 40 years is a long time to wait for the second World Cup. I mean, being the most prestigious rugby nation on the planet with 4 wins, and we got to wait 40 years for our second World Cup. Look, it's all about this, my friend. It's all about this. It wouldn't surprise me if we don't get it and it lands up in Saudi Arabia or something like that. It just wouldn't surprise me anymore. I think it's a good thing it's going to the US because that is a good market. I think the US could be a rugby might in years to come. So, good start here for the Lions. Let me take that touchdown away. It was from Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm going to put that in there. TD. There we go. Make it like that. I'll try to add some of the statistics and stuff at the bottom there. But very good opening drive here from your Lions. Yeah, look, I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's all about the money at the moment. And I'm not a big fan about all about the money. I don't mind. I think everybody has to have a chance to get it. Don't get me wrong. Even the Saudis deserve a chance. But do they have a fucking rugby team? I mean, look, they don't even play rugby, most probably. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that would be like, when is the first Super Bowl going to be in Saudi Arabia? So we'll see. We'll see. Where's the Super Bowl this year? Let me try to find out. I can't. I don't even know where Super Bowl. What? I don't know. Let's have a look. Super Bowl 2026. Where's the Super Bowl? Levi Stadium. Okay. 8th of February in the Levi Stadium in California. All right. Super Bowls are always in the South. In Cali, yeah. Super Bowls are always in the south of the USA. Florida, New Orleans, Texas. It's always in that southern belt. I think it's just because of the weather. But I mean, you can have a Super Bowl, bloody hell, in Minnesota. They do have a dome, So good lead here. I like it. Take that away from you. So nice start there from the Detroit Lions and Jared Goff. They had a good mixture there, good running and good passing. So they kick it off. That was a good kick because they couldn't return it, and he kicked it, but it stayed in the end zone. So that is a fantastic kick by the Lions. Lamar Jackson, he's 7-2 on Monday Night Football. Okay, so but let's see. Come on, you got to start the running game. So you got to give it to the man, to the King Henry, in the backfield. No. And a good first pass from Lamar. Gets it to Mark Andrews, the tight end. So they pick up a quick first down. So nice fake to Derrick Henry, and then Mark Andrews all on his lonesome. Look, like I said, I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. So, first and 10. Oh, offside. That's going to be a flag. So Aiden Hutchinson, he jumped the gun. So it's first and 5 coming up. Do you think the Springboks versus the Archers will be a high-scoring game? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I think at home the Springboks should win. Derrick Henry with the run, he picks up the first down. It's not an issue. There you go. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to ask. If I had to give a tip off now, I'd go like 28-14, something like that. I think the Argentinians haven't done themselves a favor by having the second game in Twickenham and not at home. Again, first and 10, Lamar back to Derrick. Oh no, he runs it himself. Yeah, Lamar picks up easy first down territory. He doesn't slide, he slips. So he picks up 12 yards here, Lamar. That is the big thing with Lamar Jackson. He is like flipping running back. He's very agile, Lamar Jackson. I got to give it to him. Okay. So Lamar Jackson is the quarterback with the most rushing yards in NFL history. Well, it's not going to be flipping Tom Brady, is it? I think Lamar Jackson has had one game that has had more rushing yards than Tom Brady in his career. So 2nd and 2 coming up. It's looking good here. It's looking good for the Ravens. They're on the 30-yard line of the Detroit Lions. So they've got a good drive going for themselves here as well. Oh, Derrick Henry gets the ball, but he gets stopped short. Why are there so many? Just going to check something, guys. So oh, Derrick Henry's off. Derrick Henry's off to the races. That's touchdown, Derrick Henry. Whoop, gotta wait now. There is a flag. There is a flag. 1 second before I say touch. No. Flag is declined. Touchdown, Ravens. Let's do that. There you go. That's the man, Derrick Henry, with the touchdown. Look, good blocking here from the Ravens, but there you go. I just want to get into open field. I mean, you basically need a goddamn tank to stop the man. But well done, well done. This is good, man. Is the extra point good? So we had 7-7. Is this one of those big nights for Derrick Henry? That's the question. So we've had a good start to this game. Both teams on their first drive scoring a touchdown. I like that. I do like that. Jamar Gibson and Derrick Henry, the running backs, getting things done early. Yeah? So we're just waiting to see what happens now. First quarter is already 10 minutes gone in the first quarter. Get another sip. Yeah. Hmm. So it looks like we're going to get a good game if this keeps up. I think we should have a good game. Yeah, I like that. We should have a good game because both teams are going full power. For both teams, it's a big game. They're both at 1-1 in the standings. You don't want to fall behind early because other teams in their division are 2-1 already. Let's have a quick look. We've got a little bit of time. Let's have a look at the AFC standings there. Look, I mean, the Ravens are 1-1, and the Bengals and the Steelers already both 2-1. So, yep, you want to keep pace with the other teams. And Detroit, Green Bay's 2-1, Minnesota's 2-1. So you want to keep pace with them, You want to keep pace with them. Don't forget, later this morning there will be the daily sports update show. That is at 7 o'clock Central European time. All the sports around the world join me for that. And later in the afternoon, we're going to have our big Premier League predictions for Week 6. We'll look back at Week 5, what we scored, and then Week 6. So we're at 7-7, yeah. So kickoff again from the Ravens. And the Lions will return it. Yeah, they get to about the 33-yard line, so that's not bad. What I do like about Jared Goff, he gets onto the field quickly, man. Hey, Valentino. Ciao. Ciao, Valentino. My man from Italy. So here we go. Can Jared Goff replicate his first drive and take the Lions to another touchdown? No. Yeah. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Let's have a look. Was that a forward pass? So he stands on the close. This is going to be 3rd and 18, 3rd and 17 coming up. Is that backwards? So here we go. Come on, tell us what the yardage is. 3rd and 19. He picks up a few yards, so that's not bad. It's going to be 4th down here. See, you got a punt here. So first punt of the game. We're talking about a punt. We have our favorite old, yeah, you know what I want to say. Spamming the channel again. So here we go, the punt coming up for the Detroit Lions. That's a nice punt, big punt, all the way down to the 15. Oh, and he gets nailed at the... So, the Ravens will be back on their attack. I'm just going to go get something 1 second. Just wanted to pick up a piece of paper quickly just to make sure that we know what's going on. Here we go. While we're doing advertisements, let's put out the fixtures from this so far. Yippity doo-dah, yippity day, yeah. Always a lot of advertisements. This guy on a timeout again. There we go. Premier. Just waiting for it. So, second, yeah. So, second drive here for your Ravens. Let's see what they can do. Let's get the clock running. Lamar. Good pass from Lamar. Picks up about 8 yards here. Derrick Henry gets locked up in the backfield. So there you go. Yeah, we go. Lamar, 3rd and 3. Oh, not a good pass. It's going to be 4th and 3. So what are they going to do here now? So after both teams having a fantastic first drive, both teams have to punt on their second. So punt here for the Ravens. It's a good punt. Oh, flag on the play already. I saw it. So not good here from the Ravens, from the Detroit receiving core. So they're going to be about on the 3-yard line, and they're going to start the drive on the 3-yard line. Let's have a look what happens here. So we're just waiting for them to get onto the field. Just want to hit that quickly. A lot of advertisements again today. 2:45 in the morning. We still haven't had the first quarter in the books, huh? But don't forget, oh yeah, look, we're going to have the Jets against the Dolphins Monday night, so that's going to be interesting next Monday night. We could have done the Bengals against the Broncos. I would have done the Bengals Broncos had Joe Burrow's been healthy, but I can't do it now. Yeah, Bengals going to be suffering without Joe Burrows, man. Bloody hell, the San Francisco 49ers players are dropping like flies. Joey Bosa out for the season. I mean, yeah. I think his brother's also injured, huh? They both got injured, so yeah, it's not looking good. But I both play for the 49ers, I know. I could actually do a double there. That could be something. I could do a double. We'll see. Yeah, look, that's not bad. That is not bad at all from the Lions. They were at the 1.5 yard line, so they gave it to Montgomery, ran it, picked up about 5 or 6 yards. So it gives them a little bit of how do you say, space. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 coming up here for the Lions. look, let's see what they can do on this drive. They're really backed up against their own end zone, but there's a lot of space up front there for some good long passes, you know. Flag on the play. So let's see. So what is the call here? Illegal offensive formation. Okay, so they decline. Yeah, that's a clever one to decline the penalty. It's going to be 3rd and 6 now. Third and 7 coming up. Yeah, well done by Goff. Laporta, the tight end, catches the ball, so it's going to be a first down here. We're almost, I forgot, hit the play clock. So that'll be the end of the first quarter. And we'll have a little bit of a break. And then, the drive will continue for the Lions in the second quarter. Get one more play off. No. End of quarter. And this guy is so annoying with all his but so it's going to be about we'll be back in a second. So I'm going to do that like that. Hit those two. Be back in a second. Let me just get the game status. It is the second. There you go. All right, be back in a second. So let's go. Second quarter to start. And it is Lions ball, and they're roundabout on their own 17, 18-yard line. 1st and 10. Another first down. Well played here from David Montgomery. But that nice little pass here from Jared Goff. And once he gets it, but they missed 2 tackles there, the Ravens, and that, you can't miss tackles. That gives you. So this drive's moving quite nicely here for the. Another few yards picked up by Jared Goff, showing that he can also use his legs. He's not a Lamar Jackson, but he's somewhere between Tom Brady and Lamar Jackson. He's where he is. Now that's being not fair. He's a little bit further away from Tom Brady. Yeah, that was a big move for Jared Goff. I think he landed in the right spot after the Rams. Nah, it's going to be third, and what do they lose? About 4 yards, 5 yards. It's going to be about 3rd and 9. 3. They lost 3 on the play. Okay. So 3rd and 8. Where's Amon-Ra St. Brown? Target him again for a change. Watch the play clock. Jared Goff. It's running out. Here we go. Fuck, And again, they leave Laporte, the tight end, open. So that is a second time in a row now they've converted a long 3rd down, and second time it's gone to Laporte, and second time they've got a 1st down. So yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good here for the Lions. They're moving the ball nicely. There's no one covering him. You got to stick with the guy, man. Big target, man. So first and 10 up here for the Lions. One running back in the backfield. Gets it to Montgomery. He's going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think. Maybe even lose a yard here. So it should be 2nd and 12, 2nd and 11, something like that. So 2nd and 10. Oh, good run by Montgomery. Picks up about 9 yards. I think he's just like inches short of the 1st down. Beautiful running by Montgomery. Finds the hole. Finds the 2nd gap. And then a nice little spin move. I just like the way Dan Campbell coaches his team. Fearless. That's a 1st down. That was forward progression. That's the 1st down. Don't worry. So they're going to have another 1st down. This is an impressive drive from the Detroit Lions. I mean, they started on their own 1-yard line. They've converted 2 third downs, big 3rd downs. I mean, both of them were like 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. So let's see. This drive has been impressive, man. I mean, this drive must be about 7-8 minutes now, at least, because we have 5 minutes in this quarter, and they had about 3 minutes in this 1st quarter. I can see this being. I think this could be a flag. Yeah, flag. Yes. I think that was holding in the backfield. Oh, illegal contact defense number 14. I said, yeah, well, yeah, somebody had to guard. So 2nd and 1 coming up here for the for the Lions. And another first down from Montgomery and more. It picks up about 10 yards. Montgomery's starting to rack up the numbers. I'll give you the numbers later at halftime. All the stats and all the. But Montgomery doing really well here. Laporte and Montgomery doing well. Gibbs. So let's go. Yeah, they got a good rushing combination there with Gibbs and Montgomery. Good tight end with Laporta. Got some nice. And Montgomery picks up another first down. And then they got two good wide receivers in Williams and Almond Ross and Brown. So yeah, Jamal Gibbs and David Montgomery. So yeah, looking good for the Lions. Looking good for the Lions. I did say the Lions were going to win today, didn't I? I hope I'm right, but it's a long way to go. So they're in the red zone, and once again, the Detroit Lions on the 19, give it back to your running back to Gibbs again. Picks up 2 or 3 yards. But I mean, as long as the Ravens can't stop the run, just keep on passing. And it frees up your wide receivers more and more, because the more you implement the passing game, the more that they're sending more people to defend the pass, the more your wide receiver is going to be open. Because they got to kind of double Laporte at the moment because he's hot. I'm just waiting for that big shot pass to Armand Ross and Brown, which I think is coming. And again, they give it to the running back. And again, and Gibbs gets about to 2nd and 9. I think they're going to get to around about 3rd and 1. So they're doing really well here, the running backs. And it's Dan Campbell, so it's 3-1. That means they've got 2 shots at it. He ain't kicking field goals. 3rd and 1. Here we go. Play clock at 2, 1. Oh, a quarterback sneak. So another first down here for the Lions. It's not quite the Philly tush push or whatever you want to call it. Come on, guy. This guy can give me a break. Yeah. So now it's 1st and goal here for the Lions. They're on the 8-yard line. So they got 4 chances to put it in here. Touchdown. Just short. Ooh, I thought it was a touchy, my friend. Let's have a look. When does his knee go down? There. All right. So on the 1-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and goal on the 1 for the Detroit Lions. Well done. So they're looking good. Looking very good for the Lions. So Gibbs off, Montgomery back on for this one. Harbaugh doesn't look a happy man at the moment. Current drive, 17 plays, 11-minute drive. Touchdown, Montgomery. Nah. I'm telling you that's a touchdown. Let me have a look. Oh, it's the touchdown. That's a touchdown. Let me give the points on the board. Detroit Lions. That is my friend David Mont. Let me see what it's spelled. Montgomery. There you go. David Montgomery. Touchdown. Well done. So, good drive here from the Lions. Well done. I'll keep that up there until they get the extra point. That is an 11-minute drive. That is impressive, man. If you put drives like that together, Jesus. Game clock at 5:55. All right, I heard that from the official. So let me get that up there. So yeah, the Ravens are a little bit under duress. They're at home. They got to do something, but plenty of time. Still got 5:55. Kick is good. There you go. 10 minutes and 48 seconds was that drive. That's impressive. That is impressive. I mean, look, if you're going to have 4 drives like that in a game, basically you're going to win the game. 4 drives of 11 minutes. Yeah. The other team's not going to have a lot of offense. Huh? I just didn't see the Ravens. I mean, you've got to always have the Ravens in your team to make the playoffs, but I didn't see it happening for them this year. I just think they'll make the playoffs and then they'll again not be part of the Super Bowl conversation. And they should be. They should be. Let me just plug this quickly. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Now look, it's a good game. It's a good game. Both teams, we've only had 5 drives. We've had five drives in the whole game. Detroit with 3, Baltimore with 2. They each scored on the opening drive. They each had to punt on the second drive, and the Lions scored on their third drive. So but I mean the Lions have had a lot of. So this combination of Jamal Gibson and David Montgomery are breaking records in the NFL. They're doing well, both of them. Some big boys there too, man. Kimiko, go Lions. Ooh, another Lions fan. Here we go. Oh, nice run there from Ali. So he gets it all the way down to the 50. I mean, look, they were inches away from taking that all the way to the thing. That last tackle was close. I think it was actually the kicker that made the tackle. Had he not made that tackle, the man could have been off to the races. Mr. Ali, not Muhammad Ali, but Ali. So here we go. Longest drive of Jared Goff's career. The longest in yardage and the longest in minutes. Okay, so that's an interesting stat. But it's going to be second down here and 6 for the Ravens. The Ravens need to bounce back. They do get the ball in the second half to start. So Aiden Hutchin, haven't seen a lot of him today. Hasn't got, I mean, it's hard to get to Lamar Jackson, let's be honest. Oh, well done by the Detroit defense there from number 55 Barnes. Lamar took off, but they were very, very quick to it. Good. Just showing the punter, put his body on the line. He'll be shitting bricks. No flag on the play. First down. He extended the play well there, Jackson, with his feet. And had enough time to find his man. I mean, they were all over him. Look at it. Moves back. Shoot. Look at that. 3, and then so here we go. First and 10. Beautiful pass. So it's going to be first and goal for the Baltimore Ravens. What a pass from Lamar Jackson to walk about a 35-yard pass. So they're on the 5-yard line. So the Ravens are looking just to answer straight back. Check this out. Oh, beautiful. Look at that pass. Is perfect on the plate here. Derrick Henry picks up 2 or 3. So it's going to be second and goal, about on the 2-yard line. Just look, you basically got second down, third down, fourth down. You just give it to Henry 3 times. One of the 3 is going to get it in. So let's have a look. I'm gonna not call this a preemptive strike, but I'm gonna go Derrick Henry. So I've got Derrick Henry's name at the bottom there. Watch. I think it's third. I think Derrick Henry just runs the third one in now. Lamar not happy at all. So yeah, they're going to run it down to the 2-minute. Yeah, they'll run it down to the 2-minute warning here. So there we go. 2-minute warning coming up. So I'll be back in a second. Let me go see if I can get the stats out for you guys quickly. Just want to check it out. Here we go. Here we go. So let's have a look. Get the stats out for today, because we're almost at halftime. Just seeing there that Ousmane Dembele won the Ballon d'Or. Here we go. I'm going to get the stats out for you guys quickly. Box score here. All right. So while we're waiting, Jared Goff, 116 yards, no touchdown, 10 of 11, so doing well. Lamar Jackson, 5 of 6 for 78 yards. It has been the running backs, Montgomery and Jamal Gibbs, both with a touchdown. Derrick Henry with a touchdown. He's got 41 yards already. Lamar Jackson's run for 12. The big receivers, Jameson Williams, 2 for 43. Jamal Gibbs, 4 for 29. Amon-Ra, St. Brown, been quite quiet for the Detroit Lions. On the Baltimore side, it's been Devontae Walker with 34 yards and Mark Andrews with 27, but only 5 receptions for the Baltimore Ravens this in the first half. They've had 5 passes. That's not a lot. Yeah, they're kind of mirroring each other, these two teams. Very much mirroring each other. So what are they going to do now? Second, 2 minutes to go, 3rd and goal. You got to go to Derrick Henry. I put his name at the bottom. You're going to go to Derrick Henry. What are they going to do? He doesn't get it. They stop him. That is, so it's 4th and goal. What do you do now? So Harbaugh's doing the Dan Campbell tactics. So they've given the ball 3 times to Derrick Henry from the 1, and he couldn't get over. So good defense from the Lions. What do I know? I said I guarantee Henry would get in. Oof. Fumbled by Lamar Jackson. He does recover it. But this is Lions defense has been freaking impressive. That was impressive. I mean, the Ravens had four downs from the 1 or 2 yard line. 1 on 2 yard and goal. And the Lions stuffed them. Now, well done by the Detroit Lions. I kind of like this defense. It's really, really motivating me, this defense. Gonna just check something on the phone here quickly. There we go. Okay. So what a defensive stand by the Lions. They got the ball, got about a minute 20 in the quarter. So ideally, you'd still maybe like to get a field goal out of this. You're up by 7. You know that the Ravens got the ball to start the second half. But you got to feel good with yourself if you're the Detroit Pistons. Yeah, you're right. Detroit Pistons haven't felt good about themselves since Bill Laimbeer and Joe Dumars was the Detroit Lions. Are the Lions the only professional sports team out of the Big Four that have never won a Super Bowl? The Pistons have won a Super Bowl. The Tigers have definitely won a Super Bowl. The Detroit Red Wings have won a Stanley Cup, so it's only the Detroit Lions out of the 4 big franchises that has never won a. I think that could be their year. I got the Bills in the final this year, remember? Have a look. Just have a look at the AFC. Yeah, I went Bills. Eagles Super Bowl this year. So I wouldn't mind Bills Lions either. Another first down here for your for the yeah. The Ravens looked a little bit rattled, and especially Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. They did not expect this. So, what can Jared Goff and his boys do here? Just throw a clever play by Jared Goff, not risking anything. They're just showing that Montgomery's been big tonight. Yeah, the guards are playing well, blocking well. The running game is very good from the Detroit Lions. Okay, look, you're not going to run a lot now with 108 to go, and you've got to get a chunk of yards now. So 3rd and 10. Ken Lamar and the Ravens get the ball back. But the Detroit Lions have been very good on 3rd down so far. So let's have a look. Here we go. So it's 4th and 10. It's going to be a punt here for the Lions. It'll give Lamar Jackson and the Ravens about 1 minute with the ball. So you can do a lot in a minute. Okay. So here we go. Punt coming up here for the Lions. Need a good punt here. Put the Ravens on the back foot. So there's a flag on the play. So let's have a look what happens here. Running into the kicker. All right. So good field position here for the Ravens. Looks nice there in Baltimore. Let's have a look at the stats again quickly. Both teams just reload it. So Goff 11 of 14, 416 yards. Lamar 6 of 7 for 82 yards. So let's have a look. It's going to be 2nd and 6 here. So here we go. What can Lamar do? That looks like a D-hop. It's going to be 1st and 10, 32 seconds to go. DeAndre Hopkins, how they picked him up, unbelievable. What a veteran superstar running back, wide receiver. So Hopkins is going to get the flag here. It's going to be offensive holding. It's going to be 1st and goal. Don't know about that one. I actually thought DeAndre Hopkins was putting his hands in the face mask of Tyrone Arnold, but hey, what is McNair here? So it is 1st and goal, but let's see if the Detroit Lions can replicate their defensive stand they had in the last drive of the Ravens. Touchdown. Bateman with the touchdown for the Ravens. So, I think we're going to have a tight game here. Well done by Lamar Jackson. So this should be a tight game at halftime. And the Ravens get the ball to start the second half. I mean, time of possession must be so in favor of the Detroit Lions. But Lamar and the Ravens kind of score quickly, yeah? Kick straight down the middle. So we go. So let's have a look here. 24 seconds to go. I don't think the Lions will risk anything here. It all depends on the return here. So he's gonna. So he picks up a few yards. It's gonna be about the 30-yard line for the Lions to start there. So, what are we going to do here? 18 seconds, 1st and 10. Do you just go deep and risk something here if you're the Lions? They're on the 33-yard line to start. Got 3 timeouts. Sorry about that. So that's going to be the first timeout taken by the So, 11 seconds to go. Oh, my eye. Gee, guys. They're giving it 13 seconds, so they adjusted the clock. 2nd and 6 with 13 seconds to go. You got to find the sideline. I've not really got 2 timeouts left. So going to be another timeout. So 8 seconds left in this one. Going to be 3rd down. Fucking hell, do you do a whole Hail Mary or something like that? Why not? So the ball is on the Detroit 40, so they still a long way to go. You're not kicking it from there either. Field goal, so you got to pick up something. You got to pick up 20 yards, 30 yards. Not going to happen. So Ravens take a timeout. So yeah, it's not going anywhere. The clock. Oh, some good games in the college football. Alabama against Georgia, LSU against Ole Miss, Florida State against Virginia, and Notre Dame take on Arkansas. That's a big game, Alabama, Georgia. So what they're going to do here? So last time out, I'm going to just reset them in any case. Makes no difference. So 2 seconds. Career long is 58. This is going to be about 68. 67-yard field goal. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen here. Okay. So he's got it in his legs. The question is, can he straight down the middle? All right, so we got something for the record books here. No good. So, end of the half, ladies and gentlemen, end of the half. So we'll put that out for half time. Okay, so we got everything ready for the second half. I'm going to go on a bathroom break. So we'll put out the fixtures. We'll put out the be back soon sign. There you go. It is halftime. See you guys soon.
touchdown on the field. We'll hear from Lisa in just a second, but surprising that Zay Flowers has not been targeted in this game yet.
It is a little bit surprising. The Lions aren't doing anything special to try to take him out, but the reality is the Ravens, they only had 21 first half plays, so and 9 of those were passes. So they just haven't had the ball really all that much, and haven't had that many offensive snaps. I would expect that to change. Todd Monken, when we visited with him, he said, "Hey, Zay Flowers is going to get the ball. He has gotten the ball the first couple of weeks, and he's the key." So he is a focal point for this offense.
Aiden Hutchinson tonight. He's been on the left side. He's been on the right side. More on the right tonight. And one snap on the interior of the defensive line. This is Ali and Rasheen Ali out across the 25. Moments ago, Lisa Salters caught up with John Harbaugh.
John, you get the ball to start this second half. There was some success, but also some frustration on offense in the first half. Just what do you have to clean up?
Well, we'd like to finish that drive down there going in, but I thought our defense did a great job stepping up, getting that sack. You go for it, get them back in. That's kind of the worst case scenario, but then the ball got out to the 20, and then our defense stepped up. So I'm proud. It's going to be that kind of a game back and forth. Let's find a way to win the next drive, win the next play.
Talk about your defense, that 18-play line touchdown drive seemed to take a lot out of them. Just what did you like about the way they just bounced right back?
I do appreciate the way they bounced back and fought. I mean, I thought we fought through the drive. We just didn't get off the field on third down, especially a lot of third and long. If you're in the third and long, we need to get off the field if we can, which we did the last 2 drives.
Thanks, Coach.
Lisa, thank you. John, thank you. A little drop-off pass to Derrick Henry, and he goes forward for 7, and we're underway in the second half. Second down and 3 in a tie ball game.
Well, here's a look at Aiden Hutchinson, and he's kind of been a little bit quiet there in that first half, but he draws a lot of attention. So he gets the chip and the double team. He's been working both sides of the offensive line. He's been working against Ronnie Stanley, then going to the other side against Roger Rosengarten. But they come in, certainly, as every offense does, with a plan.
Henry is a yard short, maybe a half yard short of a first down as Jack Campbell made that stop. So third down coming up. Said, and they just threw it out there. As you look at the numbers tonight, only 1 incompletion. Lamar Jackson has the best.
So we're back for the second half, guys. We're back for the second half. Here we go.
Best passer rating in the history of the league.
I saw that today as well, Joe. I don't want to say I was amazed, but I was a little surprised.
Oh, offsides.
And how much he has grown and how good he's been in the pocket as they were able to get the Lions, but it looked to be offside.
Defense number 51. 5-yard penalty, results in a first down.
Not good.
Who is guilty of the neutral zone infraction. He came into this game just percentage points.
Highest career passing rating, Lamar Jackson 102.6, Aaron Rodgers 102.6, Patrick Mahomes 101.6, and Joe Burrow 101.
Behind those names right there, it's Lamar Jackson on top.
Well, we've talked about it before, and I've heard Steve Young talk about it. When he became feared is when he became a passer and less of a runner.
Here's a
Oh, that should have been an interception.
and it'll never be any easier for Brian Branch.
Oh, Brian Branch, you got to intercept that ball. Lamar had a brain fart, and you didn't take care of it.
As he's carrying it up the field.
Oh, that was a big one.
Does an outstanding job. It's Mark Andrews who's in the seam. Or excuse me, he's got Mark Andrews, but then he's moving back to the inside.
You got to have that one, Sonya.
And it just bounces right off his hands. And you're
Oh,
right. There are guys who take that to
Lamar Jackson got away with one there.
He'll be thinking about that going to bed tonight. Now second down and 10. Blitz coming. Pass is caught by Andrews.
Good wrap up, sir. We third down and about 6. Huh? Oh man, the receiver. If you're the receiver, you're thinking. If you're the defensive back, you're thinking. I just had to catch that one.
And we've seen that from Lamar. I mean, they've got a great scheme and they've got really good players around them. But watching him throw the football the way he has over the last several years now with Todd Monken as the offensive coordinator, it's been impressive. And what we showed with that graphic, him being rated #1
3rd and 6 coming up.
Third down. There's his first target. There's his first catch. Flowers, and they're
I
going to
think
get
it's the first down.
Zay Flowers gets his first. They got a good spot. And first down for Baltimore. Little pick here with Mark Andrews as he comes off the ball. And Zay Flowers comes underneath. They're anticipating man coverage because they're so heavy with Detroit's cover one. And good call, good execution, and they're able to finally free him up for the completion. Catch number 15 on the season. First of the night. Here's Todd Martin.
So 1st and 10
Done. And your number 3 is offensive coordinator for John Harbaugh.
on the halfway line.
Jackson. Here's
Gives it Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's been quiet. He had that first touchdown there. He picked up a chunk load of yards, but since then the Detroit defense has taken care of Derrick Henry.
Make no mistake, this is still an offense that just wants to be physical and run the football. And so when you look at the yards, the passing yards, it doesn't really tell the entire story. Last year, they were 7th in the league in passing yards, but they were number 1 in yards per pass. So that's a better indicator as just how
So here we go, 2nd and 6.
we're going to run it more than other teams.
Second down and 6. Jackson Keith wide open is Kohler.
Oh, well
He's got
done.
a first down after breaking
Another
the
first
tackle
down.
on the ball just outside the 25. 18 yards for Charlie Kohler. Well, Charlie Kohler, I know he doesn't get many opportunities. That's his first target, but they just totally turn him loose. I mean, they don't even worry about him coming off the football. You couldn't go out there and practice and have it any easier than that.
Play assistant from Old spot at the 29-yard line.
Okay, I'm just looking at the statistics from all quarterbacks this year. 47 people making a pass this year.
29. Moved it back 3 yards. Where it's first and 10. They're without Isaiah Likely. He broke his foot at the end of July, had foot surgery on his right foot August 1st.
So 1st and 10 once again for the Ravens. Time is ticking nicely.
Another weapon for Lamar Jackson.
And you combine that with Patrick Ricard, their fullback, who's a big part of this offense. But they're missing some key guys.
Flowers in motion. Jackson keeps. Floats it. Andrews. Got it.
Oh, nice catch by Mark Andrews.
Catch by Mark Andrews. Against Brian Branch for 20. And he was open a lot sooner as he came off the ball. It was play action, but Brian Branch is
Looking good here for the Ravens. And we got a tight game, but no way. Just too big, too strong. Mark Andrews against Branch. It's just too much muscle, too much meat. So it's going to be 1st and goal here for the Ravens.
First and goal right at the 10. Henry's going to throw, lobbing it, and that could have been picked off.
Okay, that's the second time that the Ravens could have been picked off.
And an ill-advised pass. The Ravens are lucky that wasn't intercepted. Yeah, as soon as he slows up, as soon as Derrick Henry comes out and slows up, it doesn't look good. But he had Lamar Jackson out the other side. If he had stopped and looked, and you know in practice they had talked to him saying, hey, Lamar Jackson is an outlet if you want to get back to it. But they totally turned him loose. But as soon as Henry stopped and kind of double clutched, it was not good.
So 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal. Jackson trying to find somewhere to go. Brought down from behind.
He wasn't looking behind him.
Quinine Muhammad. They're going to count on a lot after the injury to Marcus Davenport. He gets his 2nd sack.
So it's going to be 3rd and goal, but this is going to be 3rd and away out. He just doesn't see him coming from behind. He doesn't even look from behind.
For cost of doing business, that
Whoa.
he's going to throw it away. You know, that he's going to try to make a play. And
So 3rd and goal, what are they on?
Since last year, just, well, under 1 on average throwaway a game. Number 2 in the league to Baker Mayfield. And now on 3rd down, Andrews.
Touchdown. Mark Andrews, good touchdown. Like that. So that's, yeah, it could be 14 unanswered points here. And Zalone doesn't have a chance. Actually, the coverage is not that bad, but well played. No, I mean, just that sometimes you can cover some, but in the past it's just so good. And it's good. So, 7-point Raven lead. So the Detroit Lions are going to come up with something now. Yeah, could have easily been the other way around. They could have had 2 picks on that one. But, I mean, Derrick Henry almost threw it away. Lamar Jackson almost threw it away. So it could have been a lot different. But hey, could have, would have, should have. I can tell you one thing. It was good. Look at that. Yep, the Ryder Cup coming up this week. It's going to be interesting. If you're into golf, that's one of the highlights of the year, the Ryder Cup. So let's see what the Lions can do now on their next drive. It's waiting for this next drive to start. Just looking at some of the stats. Oh, that's good. I mean, look, at the moment, the quarterback with the most yards in the NFL, Justin Herbert with 860, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. Geno Smith, Daniel Jones, Dak Prescott. But as you can see, I mean, not a lot. Drake May's up there. Which quarterback has the most touchdowns this season? Aaron Rodgers was 7. Caleb Williams was 7. Baker was 6, but no interceptions. Lamar was 6 and no interceptions. Another flag on the play here. So this could be a good start here for the Lions, because not a good kick from the rookie kicker here from the Ravens. Not a good throw by Jared Goff there. So 2nd and 10 coming up if the Lions. What can the Lions do? The Lions need a big drive here. They need to do something. There you go. Good run by Jamal Gibbs. It's going to be 3rd and 3rd and 3 coming up. Yep. So what they're going to do here? 3rd and 3. Good pass from find Laporta. Every time they need a first down, they just find Laporta. So 1st and 10 again, and they're in the half of the Ravens. So this is not a bad drive so far. Back to the running back. Gibbs picks up another first down. Look, the running backs have been phenomenal for the Detroit Lions tonight. Montgomery and Jamar Gibbs. Like it. Oh, that touchdown I can take away there. Sorry about that. And it is not halftime, but it is the 3rd quarter. There you go. 70% still believe in the Detroit Lions. I like that. That's 2nd and 1. Just give it to your running back. Don't do anything stupid. There you go. Gets the first down. It's all you want. First down. Keep the clock running. Keep the downs coming up. I got a funny feeling the Lions are gonna. I had this one 28 to 24. This was my tip at the beginning for the Lions. So let's have a look. Here we go. 1st and 10. Looking good already in field goal range. I'd assume, yeah. Nice play there. A little bit of a razzle-dazzle trick play there from the Detroit Lions. So I like that. Goff passes to Montgomery. Montgomery passes back to Goff. And then so 1st and 10 on the in the red zone, my friends, on the 18-yard line. Touchdown. Touchdown, baby. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown for the Detroit Lions. So this game is going crazy. Be quiet tonight, Amon-Ra St. Brown, the man from Deutschland. But, yep. Well run there. He runs against Humphries, stutter step, and then once he does that stutter step, he's got the yard that he needs, and Jared Goff is on the money. So, can they tie it up again? So we tied at 21, ladies and gentlemen. It's heating up here. It's heating up. Yeah, well done by St. Brown. Dan Campbell looks happy we tied. So I think we're going to have a good last 20 minutes of this game. Tight. You win some, you lose some, yeah. In the NFL, if you're not winning, you're losing. I just think this year, I do have the Bulls winning the Super Bowl this year. I want the Bulls to win the Super Bowl this year. Because I think it's their last chance. I think that if they don't win it this year, they're going to blow that team up big time. Yep. They're showing advertisements for the ICC Women's World Cup in cricket starting on the 30th of September. Don't forget, guys, don't forget to join us every morning at 7 o'clock Central European time for our, let me put myself there, for the Daily Sports Update Show. There you go, Armin, Ross, and Brown talking German. Yeah, Amon Ross St. Brown doing well for himself in the NFL. So let's see what can the Ravens come up with now. So here you go. Here's the kickoff. I like that name, man. Amon Ra. Sounds very mystical. In the house, Mexico, Tita. So let's just see what's going to happen here, man. So here we go. So what are Lamar and the Ravens going to do here? So give it to Zach Flowers. It'll be 2nd and 4. Good block by Mark Andrews there. The running game has not been that impressive from the Ravens tonight. Let me just quickly, I can actually go look at the stats of the running game. Let's have a look there. Box score. What we got on the box score, ladies and gentlemen? Let's just watch this play and then we'll get into the stats. Okay, so Lamar just going to get wrapped up here. 2nd sack of the night from Muhammad. So, what are we looking at here? Jared Goff, 7 of 21 for 177 and a touchdown. Lamar, 15 of 17 for 170, 2 touchdowns. Both teams, 72 rushing yards from the Baltimore Ravens, 75 rushing yards from the Detroit Lions. Mark Andrews, the big receiver there for the Baltimore, with 64 yards, and Amon-Ra St. Brown's 57 for the Lions, both with a touchdown, obviously. So that's going to be 4th down coming up. So that's going to be. So good defense here from the Detroit Lions. It's 4th and 10, 3:47 to go in the 3rd. Punt coming up here from the Ravens. What can the Lions do with this one? Good kick. Good kick. A lot better kick here from the Ravens. The Detroit Lions are going to have to start on their own 5.
The Ravens are happy. Al-Quadin Muhammad happy after his second sack of the night. Stop for the Lions defense. Lamar frustrated.
3:36 to go in the third. Let's have a look what's coming up next week or this week. It starts basically this week, so let's have a look. NFL, the schedule, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a little bit of time. I just see the news there of Bosa. Heartbreaking, man, heartbreaking. So let's have a look at week 4. There we go. So,
In People's Postcode Lottery's October draws, there's a share of £23.2 million.
I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Midnight on the 30th of September.
Chin up. If that is super sub, your bet rolls over to the player coming on.
Uh,
So now all the subs are super.
So on Thursday night, it's going to be the Seahawks against the Cardinals. We're going to have that one. Hey, the Vikings take on the Steelers. Both with a 2-1 record, the same as the Seahawks and the Cardinals. So I want somebody's moving to 3-1. Commanders, Falcons. Falcons definitely need to win. But I can't see it having the Saints travel to the Bills. Yeah, not getting anything in Buffalo. The Browns against the Lions should be an interesting one. The Panthers against the Patriots, another game that should be interesting. Chargers should beat the Giants. The Giants are just hapless. Eagles, Buccaneers, maybe the game of the week. I'm not even sure. Do I want to do a red zone or do I want to do Eagles, Buccaneers, you know? Titans, Texans, Colts against the Rams, another good game. Jaguars against the 49ers. Ravens against the Chiefs. Ooh. Packers, Cowboys. A lot of good games coming up this weekend. A lot of good games coming up this weekend. So here we go.
This is not the worst starting field position for the Lions tonight. Remember, they started inside their own 2 and went 98 yards, 98 and a half to be exact.
Well, the whole key is getting that first down.
So here we go. Lions on their own 5-yard line, 4-yard line. But not the worst starting spot they've had this. They started on their 1 and they went all the way for a touchdown. Good run by Montgomery. Picks up 11 yards there. So he gives the Detroit Lions a little bit of space on the offense here. Nice. Look at it. Finds the holes. That was a face mask from the defense there. I could see that. Rifson picked that one up. If you've got running backs and get you out of spots like that, so it's still 1st and 10. 3 minutes to go.
Montgomery stays in. They fake it to him. Throw to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it's out of his reach. One of the rare errant throws by Goff all night.
Yeah, that's one you'd probably like to have back. Going back to that offensive line, Joe.
So, 2nd and 10 coming up. Let's have a look. So here we go, 2nd and 10. Oh, Montgomery's off to the races. He's off. Jeez, what a run by Humphries. What a run by Humphries. Oof. I didn't think they were going to catch him. I thought that was a touchdown. But that was about a 45, 50-yard run. Where was he taking off? On the 15. So 15. And he gets to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30. But old Humphries is a speedster, man. He caught him. I didn't think he'd catch him. 72 yards. And they just give it to the running backs now. They are running it down fucking the Baltimore Ravens' throat. Yeah, it's true. The worse the field position gets the Lions, the better their offense becomes. I mean, that's now the second drive that they've started within their own 5-yard line, and they are in scoring position again. So it's 2nd and 5 on the 8-yard line. Picks up about 3, Laporta. It's going to be the 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. So let's have a look. 3rd and 4th, okay. 3rd and 4, sorry, no. Do you take the kick here if you're the Detroit Lions, if you don't get the first down or the touchdown here? But Jared Goff's been good on 3rd downs, man. He's 7 of 8. Here we go. So Detroit takes their first timeout. Let's stop the clock there. There you go. You heard it. 36 seconds to go. Wow, if you can get it here. If you can get it here, if you can score here, if you're the Detroit Lions, that's looking good. So, here we go. It's going to be, look, you know, it's Dan Campbell. You know he's going to go for the 4th down if they don't make it on the 3rd. That's just who we are. Yeah, I think so. I think Dan Campbell has told the offensive coordinator, you've got 2 downs to make this. Don't worry about it, son. So, it's going to be 4th and 1. So they don't take it. So we're going to the 4th quarter. It'll be 4th and 1. Let me reset the clock quickly for you guys. There we go. So it's going to be 4th quarter. And when we come back, so I'm also going to take a little bit of break quickly. You got to take a break when you can get the break. Here we go. Be back soon. There you go. We'll just put that out there again. So we're back. Fourth quarter to start. And what are the Lions going to do here now? That's 4th and 1. Looks like they got the offensive. You can still risk it. They're going to go quarterback sneak here. Touchdown. What a play, man. What a play by the... Beautiful, man. They're coming up with some crazy shit. Damn, World Rugby are stupid. Tell me, Kiwi Rob, why is World Rugby stupid? Let me know. Something I can put into the morning show, some information. Let me know. What's going on with World Rugby, Kiwi? What have they done? They're banning Russie or what? Touchdown Lions. There you go. Inform me, Kiwi Rob. No, we will. No, we can't. No. Fuck no. I want to do the Springboks, man. Are they both at the same time? That makes no sense, man. Honestly, that makes no sense. Remember, look quickly. Rugby. So let's have a look. What's that? Saturday, huh? So the Women's World Cup is at 5 p.m. At 4 p.m. Yeah, nah. That is so dumb, man. That is so stupid. Yeah, fuck it. I can't do the Women's Rugby World Cup. That's the end. That's it. You know what? We're going to do both. We can do both. We'll find a way. Yeah, but you know what we're going to do? No, me and Vern will do it like this. We'll take 2 cameras. We'll have 2 feeds. We'll have the Women's Rugby World Cup and we'll have the Springboks out there and we'll just run 2 feeds at the same time. We'll do something. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. Because you've got to do the Rugby World Cup final, man. But I mean, couldn't one of the games be at 8 o'clock in the evening? No, makes no sense. That's World Rugby shooting themselves in the foot. Because nobody from South Africa is going to be watching the Women's World Cup final if the Springboks are playing. Well played. Hey, well-designed play here from the Detroit Lions. Kick off here from the Lions. So let's see what can Lamar and the Ravens do here. They're bringing the ball back, but they're not going anywhere. So what the Ravens going to come up with? Ravens offense has got to do something now. So here we go. First and 10 for the Ravens on the 28-yard line. And Lamar's trying to run the ball. Yeah, he gets a few yards. Look, if you're the Lions, you want the time to tick away now. World rugby makes no sense. Yeah, you're totally right about that. Yeah, I know. We'll do both. We'll do both, Kiwi, don't worry. We are going to be doing both. What we'll do is, it's quite easy. We'll take this camera from this studio, and we'll take a camera in Vern's studio. We'll set up both cameras. We will both be in the studio at the same time. We'll have two feeds. The Springbok Argentina feed will have the thing, but we'll commentate on both games at the same time. So it'll be two feeds at the same time. So whoever watches the Springbok game is going to be informed about that's the way we're going to do it. We're not going to go crazy. But it is. It's ridiculous. Ravens 1st and 10 on the 51-yard line. So Derrick Henry not going anywhere. The Detroit Lions have done a good job in stopping Derrick Henry. Flag on the play. It's probably be offensive holding, I guess. Automatic first down. Okay. That is not a foul, man. Come on. Bad call by the refs. Okay, so it's going to be 1st and 15. So the penalty that went against the Lions before they got 5 yards back on it. So here we go. 1st and 15. What are the Lions going to do here? Lamar drops back. Bad pass. It's going to be 2nd and 15. Yeah, they were there. The blitz was coming. DeAndre Hopkins would have been open, but Lamar just didn't have enough time to get it to him. So 2nd and 15 coming up. Oh. Good pass. Again, Mr. Bateman. Who's doing the morning show? Moi, my friend. Yeah, long night and the morning show. Then we've got 3 shows coming up tomorrow afternoon. We've got the Premier League prediction show, and then we have 2 sneak peeks on the Lions and the Stormers. 2 URC sneak peeks will run down the teams, signings, who's in, who's out, which Springboks will be missing. We'll be doing all that on the 2 shows. Should be interesting. In about 2 hours, 2 hours and 23 minutes. So when this one's finished, I've got everything ready already, so I can take a little break. So 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Ravens. They're in the red zone, but what can they do? Third down coming up. Look what happened here. Lamar gets the ball and he's just all over the place. So it's 3rd and 13 coming up. So what are the Ravens going to do here? They need some yards here. Otherwise, they're going to have to take the field goal. And then it looks very good for my tip. 28-24 was my tip. Another sack. It's the 4th sack of the night. So Lamar is just running all over the place. The Detroit defense is being phenomenal here. Good tackle. So they're going to go for the field goal here. Tyler Loop, rookie. He should make this. So 9:40 to go. It's going to be Detroit ball. Detroit can put the nail in a coffin here if they score a touchdown. But your main goal is, you can even take 3 points as long as you take a lot of time off the clock. So we look at those stats quickly. We'll put them out there again. Here we go. What? Don't forget, you also have URC and Gallagher Premiership starting this week. Yeah, we've got everything started. All 4 URC games, both championship games. We wanted to do the Rugby Women's World Cup. The Gallagher Premiership. I'm not doing any Premiership games this weekend. We do the Premiership games when it comes to playoff time, but we concentrate on the URC and the Super Rugby when that starts up. Can't do everything. You just can't do everything. Well, you could, but lots of rugby this weekend. Unbelievable amount of rugby this weekend. Look, the Ravens have only had 79 yards rushing. 79 yards rushing. And then you look at the Detroit Lions, they've had 160 yards rushing. More, 180, 50. 169 yards rushing. Yeah. The defense has been good from the Lions.
Russell, your dead ball looked like it traveled over the top of the left upright. Certainly very close. The rule is the whole ball has to cross over the upright inside the outside edge. So all the ball has to be inside the outside edge. It's hard to tell for sure. That's why it's not reviewable. So the field goal was good.
You can't review a field goal. Okay, all right. So, Ravens to kick off, 9:40 to go. They need some defense here. And Detroit going to return. 20, 25, 30, 35. Good return. So that's going to give the Lions good field position. Look, Montgomery's been phenomenal. But I got to give it to Humphries. The way he chased him down. That's a speedster, man. That's a speedster. So they're just going to run the ball. Look, both teams still with, the Ravens with 3 timeouts. The Lions with 2 timeouts. Clock is ticking nicely. Look, if they're picking up 5 yards per carry here, the Lions are going to be all right. They're already at 174 yards tonight. They're averaging 5.8 yards a rush. So you fucking hell, just keep on rushing it. Run it, run it, run it. I mean, let's see. Yeah, not intelligent to run to throw the ball out. Just good defense by Nate Wiggins. I just would have run the ball once again. Yeah, this is a massive third down. If you're the So no flag. So they called the timeout. So okay, they got lucky. There would have been a delay of game. But they just lost that second timeout. That could come back to haunt them. That could come back to haunt them. So 3rd and 5. Look, if you get a first down here, then it was a good timeout. No. I think Jared Goff should have gone for the first down here. Check this out. So it is a punt. So the Ravens are going to start on the 20. Let me just change the possession here. There you go. So the Ravens have got the ball back again. Can the Ravens do it? I'm just writing something to somebody. There you go. So, the Ravens have got about 9 minutes to do something here. We will see. We will see how good they can do. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at the Major League Baseball quickly. See what results are coming out there. Scores. So the Braves beat the Nationals. The Cardinals are leading against the Giants, and the Brewers are leading again.
Tonight's game recap is brought to you by Fireball. And it was that second quarter goal line stand by this Lions defense. That's the fourth down play. Where the ball got knocked out.
That was the big play when the Lions played that great defense. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Derrick Henry. Oh, Aiden Hutchinson, the man. That's it. The Lions defense comes up massive. Oh my Lord. Aiden Hutchinson. Let me see this. He just knocks it straight out. Oh, well done. That is massive. That is massive if you're the Detroit Lions. Now this is going to hurt big because the Lions can just kick a field goal. That's all they need to do here to make it a 7. Yeah, well done. So, Detroit second and 7. You just got to keep on running the ball here, Detroit. Nothing stupid, man. Nothing stupid. First down. So it's going to be first and goal. Oh, come on. The refs are fucking making up shit now. Yeah, so
Well, that certainly helped. You take a look here at Derrick Henry with the fumbles that plagued him this year. For this defense, they've got to be able to make a stop. They have not been able to make a
so instead of being on the 5-yard line, now they're like on the 25-yard line. Second and 22.
22 as a result. They hand to Gibbs. Not much. Let's go back to that fumble forced by Aiden Hutchinson.
You got to come away with something if the Detroit Lions.
Lamar Jackson, and he comes up the field and he just continues to play. And in big games like this, you need your great players to show up big, and well, he certainly did. Now, can the Ravens defensively do their part to keep this a one-possession game? It's third down and 21. This one floated to Slot.
So it's going to be a field goal coming up here.
One other note on the fumbles by Henry. It's the first time in his 10-year career he has had multiple fourth-quarter fumbles lost
So
in the same season. We're just in week 3.
Well, I think if you look at it, or Derrick Henry, he's got to get that out of his mind as quickly as he possibly
So
can.
what can they do? They can get 3 points here. 31-24. It's not 45 yards. That penalty, that face mask penalty, just basically killed the game off for. Yeah, straight down the middle. So I need a biscuit here. It's like a long day.
Henry, as Troy said, is going to have to go back to work.
There you go.
Forget about the fumbles. He is frustrated. We saw this in Buffalo. We see it tonight here at home. 7-point game. Lions on top.
So 6:35 to go. It's going to be Ravens ball. Down by 7. They need to do something. Yeah, that's a song you could be playing for the Ravens. Don't worry about a thing. Come on, let's get this game underway. Hey, another 5. Come on, guys, another 5 subscription. We'll hit 91,800. So let's go, boys, let's go.
Earlier, DJ Reed recovers the fumble that was forced by Aiden Hutchinson, and we're ready.
It's like our producer,
So,
was rolling that ball. Remember when the ball in that night?
so Henry on the bench at the moment for the first.
He's our producer, Artie Kemner, our director. Lisa Salters and Laura Rutledge down on the field. Morning Joe up in the booth. And 6.5 to go. Machine Ali to return another kick, and he's back there with Justice Hill.
The defense did their part. They've given up some big drives.
Gaming with Vern. Yeah, morning Vern. Missing a good game here, man.
They needed him on that last one.
So kickoff here for the Lions. Let's check this out.
It's Ali.
And Ali got the ball running 20, 25, 30, and he gets nailed. Good defense once again by the Lions. So, what are Lamar Jackson and the Ravens going to come up with? I mean, look, Derrick Henry cannot afford to have another fumble. I mean, King Henry, you're not the king for nothing, my friends. But the running game has not been good for the Ravens tonight. Only around about 80 yards running this tonight. But I mean, look, Aiden Hutchinson, I think he's the reason that the Lions didn't win the Super Bowl last year. When he went down, their defense went down. Oh, Lamar Jackson gets sacked again. That must be the sixth sack of the night. And again, it's Aiden Hutchinson. This man, yeah, he's going to get, he keeps this up, he's getting Defensive Player of the Year. He deserved it last year. He would have got it if he wasn't injured. 6 sacks tonight. And the Ravens have had no sacks. Look at that. 4, they're all over him, and they're like a rash, man. So time is running. So it's 2nd and 16. You're coming up here for the Ravens. Lamar drops back, gets a pass off to Bateman. To Hill, sorry. But they get him, so it's going to be 3rd and about 8. 3rd and 12. There's still a lot of work to do for Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. But you're not quite down, you're not quite from the time, you're not down in 4th down territory yet. You don't need to go crazy now. Your defense can still bring you back in the game. So, almost about the 5-minute mark. 3rd and 12, what can they come up with? Can't waste. Here they go. Detroit's coming. Detroit's coming. I thought Jackson was going to go. But they got him. They got him again. Yeah, not quite a sack, but very effective. So it's going to be 4th and about 8. So they're going to have 4th and 9. They're going to have to punt this. Had he taken off, there he goes. Now, if he just takes off now and keeps on going, then it's a different story. So punt coming up here from the Ravens. Goes straight out of bounds. Doing well, Hamish, doing well. A little tired this morning, but doing well. How are you doing, my friend? This rugby weekend's quite crazy because that Springbok game against Argentina is exactly the same time as the Women's Rugby World Cup final. Crazy, crazy. So, I mean, it's a 10-minute difference between the games. Might have to do like a dual live watch along for both. Oh, nice running here from the Detroit Lions. I heard you got your hair cut, my friend. No, they didn't think about it, sadly. I think we'll just do 2 streams and have 2 cameras and 2 streams, but only obviously 1 picture. I don't know how we're going to do. I have to talk that one through with Vern. Good first down here from the Detroit Lions. So time is ticking definitely in the favor of the Lions. Yeah, look, the Lions, a field goal. If they come up with a field goal here, there should be enough for the Lions to win this game. Oh, stadium looking good then, Baltimore. Packed crowd there. nothing like Monday Night Football. So let's go, 1st and 10. Yeah, look, the Detroit Lions are very happy to run the ball. Look, the Ravens still have 3 timeouts. There's the 2-minute warning, so you basically get 4 timeouts. They got enough stuff to stop the clock. So here we go. 2nd and 8 coming up. So it's going to be 3rd down. But if you're the Lions, you're not worried about that. So they're not going to, they're going to have to run a play before the 2-minute warning. The Lions, what's up for the Lions? They have the Browns, and they're at the Bengals, at the Chiefs, and they have the Bucks at home, and then they have bye week in week 8. That's your Lions schedule. So they got Bengals shouldn't be a problem. Browns shouldn't be a problem. The Chiefs is the big one, and then the Buccaneers. Get a first down here. Get a first down here is what you want. So, got the 2-minute warning. 1:56 to go. So it's going to be 4th down, but that's fine. If you're the Lions, it's all about the defense at the moment. Ooh, it's been a long watch now. Oh, yeah, 2 hours, 3 hours, about 3 hours now. Oh, it's gonna be a long bloody weekend, I can tell you that. So, what's the call here? I'll go and watch a little bit of TV. I still got to do I got to do a few things for the morning show. I got to stick it all together. Get all the results from the baseball that are still going on. Put out all the tables in the football. I mustn't forget to. I got to write that down. Usman Dembele won the Ballon d'Or. I got to talk about Joey Bosa out for the season for the 49ers. Cricket is in there. Sumo. Rugby. Major League Baseball. NFL. Yeah, lots to talk about. Lots to prepare, man. No, must probably stay up. I must probably just go for a quick shower, I think. Oh, Ryder Cup. I'm going to talk about the Ryder Cup. We'll see. What is Dan Campbell coming up with now? It's 4th down. What is he going to do? That's the question. Yeah, well, if they get it, could go a long way to winning the game. Yes, me too. I do like the Ryder Cup. I do like the Ryder Cup. I think it's the most exciting format of golf. Yes, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Flag on the play here. Let's have a look. It's a defensive holding. Thank Lord. So 150 to go, first down. So Ravens still got 3 timeouts. So one more first down is all you need if you're the Detroit Lions and you're running the ball now. There's no way you're passing the ball here. Touchdown. Detroit touchdown. That seals the game. Oh, what a run by David Montgomery. That kind of wraps it for the Lions. Let's check it. Doesn't look at the beginning like it's good, and then boom, zip, yep, boom. Does he get out of bounds there? No. Oh, what footwork from David Montgomery. Yeah, 14 points the diff. Look, it doesn't look good for the Baltimore Ravens. You got to score a touchdown. You got to get an onside kick and score another touchdown in 142. It's all been done before. Remember, it's all been done. It's like this. But look at it, the rushing yards. Like, come on, you're talking about the Baltimore Ravens rushing for 82 yards. That is pathetic. Beautiful. The Lions have iced this one big time, man. Vern, are you already in the car? You're listening in the car, I guess. Eh? Vern's on his way to work already, man. So, kick off here. No, just leaving now. Okay, all right. Okay. Drive safely, man. Drive safely. Yep, you just drive safely. The winter is definitely here now. It's starting to, the weather has changed. It's got cold. So what is Lamar and the Ravens going to do here? They got to score really quick. No, that's not going to be good. Lamar doesn't look happy. Yeah, man, the Lions had 2 drives. Each started within their own 5. Each put them together was over 20 minutes. I mean, the time of possession is majorly in favor of the Lions, and we're talking about being in Lamar gets sacked again.
This time it's Anzalone and
Ravens are not even taking their timeouts.
everywhere tonight, and that is a 7-sack night for the Lions. On Lamar Jackson,
7 sacks, that's unbelievable.
Sheldon Shepard better get a game.
Nah, it looks like the Ravens have given up on this one because they're not even taking their timeouts to stop the clock.
Anyone to see how the Lions will do with new coordinators. These guys, John Morton, Sheldon Shepard. Big hit by Branch and a nice job by Hill. Survives that hit. Out of bounds he goes.
So we've got 51 seconds to go. So here we go, 51 seconds. What is Lamar and the boys going to do?
Assistant coaches, and yet they filled in. These teams kind of mirror
46 seconds left.
coordinators. They've got GMs and fine talent everywhere. They've got good ownership. Got a head coach that is in control, in charge. They've got great rosters. And for Dan Campbell to fill in with 8 new coaches under him with the Lions, it's impressive. Jackson steps through. Chased down from behind, and now out of bounds as Branch gets there for Detroit. You know, when we talked to Dan Campbell about the respect that he has for the Baltimore Ravens, and he said as a first-time head coach, he asked himself, what you want your program to look like in Baltimore.
So 30,
that team. And they've been doing it at a high level for 30 years.
5 seconds to go.
Campbell said, you know, that's what I wanted my program to look like, the way in which they compete, their physical style, they're aggressive.
Second and 7, yeah.
Throughout the organization, the people they bring in, Eric DaCosta, of course, has replaced Ozzie Newsome as the general manager, and there's so much continuity in how they run the organization in Baltimore and Detroit.
This is a big loss for the Ravens. Not going to be happy with this loss, man. Lamar not a lot you can do with 35 seconds. Ooh. 29 seconds to go, so let's put that right. That is a touchdown. It is a touchdown for Baltimore.
Nothing happens easy in this league. Yesterday was a crazy day around the NFL.
So they're going to go for 2. You know, if the Ravens still pull this one off, it'd be like the biggest comeback. So they're going to go for 2. Ooh. So the 2-point conversion will be retried because offsetting penalties on both sides. Look, if you're the Lions, you just want to make sure that it's scored up. Here we go. Incomplete. So that kind of helps the Detroit Lions a little bit. But listen, it's a one-score game. So it's all about the onside kick. It's coming up now. Oh, my back is doing it for me now. My back is doing it for me right now. So blocked field goal return for the touchdown. Special teams. Yeah, let's see what happens now. This onside kick is going to be interesting. Stadium is emptied quickly, but it's still got 29 seconds to go, and the Ravens are still in it. So those onside kicks are not easy. Here we go. Here it comes. It's got to go 10 yards, the ball. You need it to bounce. So we're looking at it. Yep, here we go. So that's it. Good morning, Ronnie. That's it. The Lions should win this one. Quarterback will take the kneel, and it's done. That is done. We're just going to wait for that quarterback kneel. So Ravens dropped to 1-2. The Lions moved to 2-1. Good win away from home for the Lions against a top team in the Ravens. A lot of people got the Ravens going to the Super Bowl. A lot of people got the Lions going to the Super Bowl. So that's it for us, guys. That's it for me. The Ravens lose at home to the Detroit Lions 38-30. Great running game from the Detroit Lions, get them the win. I'm going to sign off, but before I do sign off, you got to put some information out there. Don't forget to join me at 7 o'clock this morning for the Daily Sports Update Show. That's in 1 hour and 40 minutes. And late in the afternoon, we're going to have the Premier League Prediction Show live with me and Vern. Two UCR sneak peeks are coming out tonight. The Lions and the Stormers, both of those coming out tonight. The other two come out tomorrow, so check that out as well. So we got a lot on the channel to do. So it's going to be interesting, you guys. And we will see you later. Ciao, guys. Thanks for watching.